His second touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kicker on.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
If you were me,
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The Bengal ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got to the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working out of the game. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Brings up 2nd.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 20.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 14. Bengals nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is Joe Natson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out together some nice plays.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good one.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defense.
Yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jason Kroom. Incomplete. And goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, and it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that one.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Cincinnati.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
18. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out. Expected it and got there and popped it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48.
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run it again with Chubb. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
23-yard line.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Jones, the ball.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try again with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And here's a very low line drop. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Nick Chubb.
A gain of 3, second down.
32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL